So it's my pleasure, Minister Lukaszuk, to welcome you to the podium, say a few words, and again, thank you so much for your support.
Well, thank you for your kind words for your introduction, and thank you for the honor of inviting me over here. Indeed, a pleasure. This program is really important, and it fits into what my ministry really does. One thing that we really pride ourselves in Alberta, and particularly in this ministry, is that Alberta is one of the most welcoming provinces for newcomers. And as a matter of fact, not only do we feel that way and do we know that as Albertans, numbers actually verify that. Our retention rates of immigrants in Alberta is roughly at 85% right now, which is one of the highest in Canada, which means 85% of immigrants that come to Alberta choose to stay in Alberta and grow their roots in Alberta and have their families in Alberta. And that is an accomplishment. And it's an accomplishment mainly because of the fact that organizations like yours and the Mennonite Center and many other non-for-profit groups provide such valuable services to immigrants. You know, I have been an entrepreneur for myself in my previous professional life, and even though I came to Canada at a rather relative age, young, I know that it is difficult to start a business in a new country, and I know many of you mentees may have business experience from back home. But starting a business in a new jurisdiction with new laws, with new procedures, with new customs is very foreign in itself, and is a difficult thing to overcome. So here I would like to thank the mentors for sharing your Canadian experience with newcomers and giving them that opportunity, that leg up in being successful themselves, so that one day, and I know one day you will become mentors and mentor another generation of newcomers to this country. Success of immigrants in this not only this province but in this country is of utmost importance to all of us. As you may know, our natural population growth in this country is not very high. We're actually, as Canadians, are not even replacing ourselves. So if we want to flourish, and if we want our economies to grow, if we want to enjoy the quality of life that we have in this province, we will be, as a country, heavily reliant on influx of immigrants to Canada and to Alberta in particular for many, many years to come. And when they do come to Alberta, we want them to be successful, because then it's a win-win experience. When an immigrant comes to Alberta and is successful, all of us succeed. They don't rely on our social assistance programs. They pay taxes, which I personally like, being a minister of the Crown, and we benefit from the services that they provide in our community. But it takes sometimes that little assistance at the very beginning, which I know you will receive over here. I also want to commend you on this space. I've never been in this building, and it is fabulous. It's amazing what you can convert an old building into and provide services from such a wonderful facility. So on behalf of our premier of today and our new premier of tomorrow night, I want to thank you for the services that you're providing. I want to thank the immigrant community over here for extending services to fellow immigrants, and for those of you who have decided to take the plunge and start a business of your own. I have to tell you, there's nothing like working for yourself, and I think you will enjoy the success of opening up a business in Alberta. If there is any part of the country that you should be successful in opening up your own business, it will be here in the province of Alberta, and I know that you will do well in your own right. So thank you very much, and thank you for having me over here. Really appreciate it.